Speaking of Japan, and maybe let's just put a couple of minutes here into this, right? The pre-show or the pre-Suzuka, let's call it the pre-Suzuka thoughts.
Yep.
Ferrari really need a good result to get their championship back. If they are contenders for any form of championships, whether it's constructors or drivers, this is it. Literally. It's only round 3, but they need to start performing.
Well, it didn't help they got disqualified in China.
Definitely didn't help that.
Must be what?
Must be the water.
Oh, right, yeah, the water.
Yeah,
they haven't had good results. 10th for Lewis in Melbourne, DQ in China.
Yeah.
He did win the sprint, which is good, but not helping the case.
Williams is literally in front of him right now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Which is, because did you see that meme I sent where the guys in the coma in the 90s is like, is Williams, they wake up like now, is Williams still ahead of Ferrari? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So
But even that's a really good thing for Williams though. They're not just there by choice. They're actually not
Alex
too bad
has been legit really good.
they've been good. If anything, Carlos has let them down a little bit.
Well, didn't you say the rumour about he's actually using last year's car?
Yeah, so Carlos at the moment is still using the chassis from last year, not the chassis he used in preseason testing in the 2025. Albon is, Carlos isn't yet. But I think they make a great pairing. I think the team is moving forward.
It feels more alive.
Yeah. The major sponsor. It's all coming together really nicely. So I think it's a massive weekend for Ferrari. I'd love to see them win at Suzuka, which is a track that in the past Schumacher has done so well and dominated in. McLaren show, I mean, that's kind of like probably expected at this point. What are your thoughts on Max? And
I think actually Lewis could be a genuine contender. Like, he dominated before Max did. He dominated Suzuka.
Yeah.
Like all the time. So if he can bring his experience to Ferrari and show them how to set up the car.
Yeah.
I genuinely think Ferrari destroyed their chances of winning on Sunday by over tweaking the car.
Yeah.
They should have just left it as it was in the sprint. They chased more and actually got far less.
I think they did that though because Lewis was even shocked they got pole. And then they were shocked they even won.
Yeah, they should just stop being shocked and just stick to a normal setup.
Make it sound like they're used to it.
Yeah.
This is what they should be doing.
Flywheel was great. He just destroyed everybody and like won by 7 seconds.
Leclerc's going to rock up this weekend with half the front wing.
Yeah.
No front wing this time.
Yeah, it turns out...
no front wing.
You don't need front wing.
Turns out it's a pretty good setup.
Yuki as well, actually, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I don't know. I think it's
know.
probably just McLaren again, to be honest.
You reckon a McLaren?
I reckon it will be a McLaren winning, but we'll get a Ferrari podium. Like there will be a Ferrari on the podium.
For that.
Okay.
I don't know who will be second and third, but a McLaren will win.
Okay, I'm going to go with a Lewis win.
I was going to do that.
I'm going to go with a Lewis win and the McLarens, simply because somehow Lando and Oscar find a way to make mistakes. And
You reckon we're getting a Prost Senna 89 moment?
Maybe.
That could be interesting.
Maybe. I think the start will be interesting. We saw last year, Daniel Ricciardo go sent into the wall there.
On lap 1.
Lap 1.
Albon.
I think it'll be a great race. I think it's going to be really, really fascinating to see how it all plays out. But yeah, I think already this early in the season, I think it's make or break for Ferrari, and I think they'll come out swinging.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting.
I think it's also a good a good time to see the rookies actually performing better than what they already have. Because it's finally a track they've actually raced at.
Yeah, definitely.
So, we saw Behrman storm through the field in China. Hadjar qualified 7th. There's probably a time for them to get some decent points.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I think, again, George and Kimi will be there or thereabouts. But the championship is so good. Like, this year, the regulations and the development of all the cars, like, qualifying is spectacular. You just never know. I don't know. Have anybody seen the weather forecast?
I have not. No. But apparently, I've heard that it might be raining.
Really?
So that could be interesting.
It's a bit of a time of year as well. So
according to the world of F1 TikTok, because they're all comparing with Jules Bianchi at the moment.
Yeah,
so,
fair enough.
Which they do every time Suzuka rains, which is fair enough, yeah, as you said.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Wet.
Rain.
60% chance.
Yeah, right. Well, that could be interesting. We could see another... Keep an eye out for Kimi.
Yeah.
Maybe not for a win, but for a podium, maybe.
That could be interesting. That could change everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Or George.
If it's raining, does that mean Ferrari's going to screw their strategy up again?
Probably.
Must be the
They don't need help with that.
They really don't.
No.
Did you see the guy that I think it was like on TikTok? He actually was playing the game when he plays with Ferrari.
Yeah, and no one was coming in.
They always make the strategy wrong, and when they go to put the tire in, his pit stops are always delayed.
I saw the one where he goes into the pit, but the crew isn't waiting for him. They're all in the garage.
So you know what?
They're having an espresso.
Codemasters keep saying it's the most realistic game ever. So
actually,
it's true.
This year's doesn't look too bad. Actually, coming out next month now.
Yes.
So that'll be
Lewis
exciting.
Hamilton on the cover.
Yes. Yeah, that is a pretty cool cover.
And we've got some exciting
iconic edition.
Please tell me there's posters in that case because I want to chuck it.
It's so pretty.
It's just so red.
And
it's so red.
Just fun little fact as well. It's the first time a rookie is on the cover. And it's the first time Oscar's on the cover.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Who's the rookie? Oh,
you're talking about the iconic edition.
Yeah, the standard edition has Oscar.
For a second,
Carlos,
I thought you said Alonso.
And Alonso. No, Behrman. It has Behrman on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting though. They chose Behrman over Antonelli.
Speaking of the rookie Alonso, Lance Stroll. I mean, he's had a really good start to the season.
Please don't tell me that.
No, but we have to.
It is true.
We have to. He's under the radar. He's consistent. Outscoring his teammate. Where is he in the championship? He's not bad.
He's up. He's actually 9th, 8th, something like that.
So could we see an Android? I mean, I don't want to have nightmares, right? But are we in a scenario where Newey builds a car for next year and Lance is a championship contender?
God, no.
I don't want
I don't want to think that.
Please.
Yuki, please leave.
Seriously,
go to Aston Martin.
Maybe.
How crazy is that?
It'll be interesting to see how his year goes this year.
I don't think... Look, I'm going to be quite controversial. Not really, but it's all based on results. I don't think Alonso should be there next year.
Yeah,
no.
I'm kind of I'm leaning to that.
He shouldn't.
I
know he wants to be part of the new regulations and all that, but if you're being outperformed by Lance Stroll, it's time to go.
He's actually against the idea of bringing V10s back.
He is?
Yeah, so goodbye.
Were we meant to talk about that too?
Yeah, but we'll run out of time.
Yeah.
We're talking too much. We'll save it for another day.
Let's just hope we have louder noises.
At this stage, we've got about 3 years until it happens anyway, so we've got heaps of time to talk about it.
Well, Audi said we don't like this idea.
Really?
Audi said we don't want V10s.
Probably because they've spent 5 years developing whatever they're bringing next year.
Well, exactly. You can't... I mean, the FI... I don't know what's going on at the moment, but you can't just go and tell people for 3 years this is the type of car you're building, and then at the last minute, like... Oh, actually, guys, maybe not. Maybe go V10.
Unless they delay it to the next reg change.
Yeah, well, also...
So 2030, maybe.
Also, what they're basically doing is like, you got 2026 regulations. We're still in 2025. But let's bring out some 2029 regulations while we're at it.
It is a good point, because 2 years with reg... Because what? 22, 23, 24, 25. We've had 4 years of this reg.
Well, usually it should be 4.
Yeah,
4 to 5 years.
Not 2 years. You know, that's the idea. 26 is the new one. 28 is when the new engine comes in.
Yeah.
Wait till 2030.
I reckon FIA are just going to ChatGPT and saying, hey, what should we do?
How can we make F1 better?
Yeah.
Just full stop.
And then it swears at you and then you're fine.
Yeah.
But for some reason it still says Lance Stroll's in F1. So.
Fernando Alonso.
Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah.
Because he could be a championship contender next year.
Scary.
I don't want to think about that.
It's probably not going to happen, but we like to create fear here.
I don't mind Aston Martin being successful because it'd be cool to have another contender, but...
LTM actually stands for Lance the Menace. That's what it is. It's not Let's Talk.
Did you just come up with that on the spot? That is
pretty cool.
That is good.
Lance the Menace.
That is nice.
That's what